I was just thinking my old lady stays up front having phone church Sunday school lesson with the Church of God in Christ. And I'm here in the bathroom taking a moment because I just had a thought on a post I made earlier today. And it was about mothers, do you really have power? Mothers, do you really have power? And if so, ask your sons, and I guess I'd love to include daughters, no more war. And if you do have that power, then that would basically end war because kids just want to disobey their parents. And we also understand that the basis for war, usually somebody trying to exploit someone else, taking advantage of them for their own personal benefit. And there's a resistance that is called war. And if you don't resist, they just call that pillage and thievery, just taking and controlling. And each of those situations are improper. They are of the mindset that there is no God but the one with the power. My son came by the house to drop off a gift to his mom, and I told him about that subject matter. Mom, say to your sons, and say to your sons, no more war. And he looked at me and said, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. So if he is saying that's not happening, he's basically saying that the government called people to fight some war, to put up a gun or whatever, they're going to go. And I guess that's basic to the concept of kids leaving home. They leave home because they grow up, they get their own mindset. They don't want to do no longer what the parents say do because they can see it different and they want to do it different. And they're old enough, been around long enough to make up their minds and have the right to do it different. And so you can see where even the parents lost power a long time ago when the kids left home. And to say no more war, and as my son says, that ain't happening. And so that kind of gives me a good context for the reality that people don't have no respect for God. They like to claim they do. God is a good thing to claim. And all the different ways that you can describe God is a fantastic thing to be able to do that. That means you got some association with God amongst your peers and others who are doing the same kinds of things to suggest that they have a relationship with God, to the point of accepting the fact that even when they knew they didn't when they started out, now they believe that they do. All of that, my friends, and all of that, my brothers and sisters, have led me to see, in context with what I've been talking about today, that people have no love for God at all. They gave it up for their mothers. It's good to claim that you do. Good to cry when they die. And even good to stay around them trying to help them out. But bottom line, you turn your back on your mom big time. Bottom line, mom turned her back on you big time in the right circumstances. And see, the thing of it is that God will never turn his back on you. But at the same time, God expects you never to turn your back on God. Now, if you turn your back on God, it doesn't mean that God turned his back on you when you're not there to receive the blessing. That's you gone away from God. So my point, ladies and gentlemen, is to say this. God is a spirit. You can't see it. You can't do anything about that. The only thing that you can do is give evidence of that God. You can give evidence of that God. You say Paul, Abraham, Mark, Luke, all those guys, you say they give evidence of that God. This is what you're reading about. It is incumbent upon each of us today to have evidence, to speak evidence, to give evidence of that God. Talking about what somebody else said about that God is nothing. In there discussing about what give tithes mean, what percentage of mean give to God, means nothing in relationship to the hell we're living in today. But it is challenging you to do something. Allow that spirit of that God that you know something about to live in you. So if that's what everybody's doing, you don't know a God of love. You know a God of circumstances and situation. You even know a God of hate, a God of killing, a God of lying and cheating and stealing, a God of terror and crime and war. You even know these kinds of gods. Very few people know God of love for everybody. They all dead. And there might be some in the making. They're not there yet. I'm trying to be one of those in the making because I want all of you guys to experience heaven, and I want you to experience it while I'm here because I want to party with you. But if I can't, then I definitely don't want to be going out of here for no other reason than my committed life to give an expression of the God that I know. This is the God that I know. I'm not talking about the God of the book. I'm not talking about the God that you know. I'm not talking about the God we say we all heard about. I'm talking about the God that I know, the one that appeared in a way that I have accepted that power above all human power. I respect it and honor it. So I'm going to leave it there now before the tape runs out. I just wanted to say that. And what have I said? People don't know God. They don't respect God. And everything they say about God is talk. And that little action that they say they do in the name of God is that action which is approved by the anti-God. Goodbye.